Hi! In this video, we will sieve through a list of colors that have a name and the RGB values. We are going to convert the RGB values into HTML color codes and create a name to HTML color code mapping with the added criteria of only collecting colors that have a red component. For the results, I create a dictionary, red blends, which for now I initialize to an empty dictionary. And for visual confirmation, let's go through all the names and codes in this dictionary's items. We have to do the items because we want both the key and the value. And now we can use a simple print statement, name to code. This will print all the items in this dictionary, and we also would like to make some specific queries to confirm that the semantics are holding up to the filtering of reds only. To have some kind of separation between the list of all items and the test cases, I add a short message here, and now we can do the actual testing part. So let's ask for some specific keys. Since we do not know if the key is going to be present in the dictionary, we use the get method, which returns none when the key is not present. Now, asking for red should return the red color code, but we also should be checking if something that doesn't have red is not contained in that map. For that purpose, I use the color code blue, and I also use something composite. Let's use white because that has all the components, including red as well. Now that we have our test code, we can run this program and see if there's syntax errors. Everything is working as expected for now, so we can actually start typing up the real code. If you are coming from the imperative world, you might be tempted to write a function like this. Get reds, getting a list, and returning a result dictionary that goes through all the list elements and creates the color codes and does the filtering. So let's do that for each row in this list. First, let's extract the fields. We have a color name at index 0. We have red at index 1, green at index 2, and blue at index 3. Now we can create the mapping into our result dictionary, and this is the place where we should do the conversion into HTML color codes. We can do this very easily with the Python formatted string. HTML color codes have all the three components in hexadecimal format, padded with zeros. In order to get that same exact effect, we could use the 0 to x format specifier, so 2 digits, 0 padding, and hexadecimal format. We need to add all the components, and this is it. So R, G, and B. And of course, since we are talking about HTML color codes, we should start with a hash. And we need to know that in order for this format specifier to work, the value has to be an integer. So we need to convert the values into integers. As you can see above, these are all strings, as though it would be read from a file. And now all we need to do is picking the colors with red. So if there's a red component, R is greater than 0, then create the mapping, otherwise don't create this mapping. Now we have the imperative version of this code, and let's test it. So hooking it up to our dictionary, let's run it again. And here we go. These are the color codes converted nicely. As you can see, there's red, gray, and a whole bunch of others. Red is there, blue is not there, and white is there. Fantastic. But of course, there is a more Pythonic way of doing this same exact thing. So let's do that. I comment this whole thing out for now and create the red blends variable again, and we will use a Python tool called Dictionary Comprehension, which is a very convenient way for creating a dictionary. You only have to specify the expression for the key and the value coming from an iterator, and you are all set. So since I said iterator, we can start from our colors, and we can do the destructuring right here. So for name, R, G, and B in colors, we have to do the actual dictionary definition, so key and value. The key is going to be name, and the value is going to be the HTML color code. Now, here's a little bit of a difference. We cannot just use R0 to X because R is a string, so we need to have the conversion, but we cannot do a conversion with the destructuring, so we have to do it before the format specifier. It's not a big difference, but it is something that we need to be aware of. So we do all this for the three components we have, R, G, and B. And then for the filtering part, we can add a condition if. We also have the conversion here. We don't have to, but let's make it clear and identical. So if the red component is greater than 0, only then do we make the mapping into the dictionary. And now we can run this code again and see if it gets the same or similar results. And indeed, we have the exact same result. Blue is missing, red, white is there, and here are all the mappings as previously. So this is Python Dictionary Comprehension. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one.